bad karma this year. Everybody that was out here doing, those of us that have been doing nothing but greatness, like even when we didn't have it, we're still helping other people. We're getting all this good karma back. Now these people that were causing us all this, doing all this evil stuff to us and other people, they're all that bad karma they collected is all stacking up. It's all stacking up and it's coming back to them this year. Okay, some people are going to unfortunately have to pay with their life. You know what I mean? And it's these people especially, how do you think God feels with these people that think that they can do that? No, God does not like that at all, not one bit. And he's not having it. So if you want to get right, you need to find God now. You need to stop from your evil ways. You need to go into the light instead of the darkness. And you need to do it wholeheartedly, not secretly like she's doing. She's doing it secretly. But at least it's still a start. Because she's afraid of the darkness. She's afraid of herself. She's dark as fuck. And she's afraid of her own people, her own bees. Like I said, like she thinks she's a queen bee. But like this is like a very rare occurrence when all the bees come out and attack the queen instead of protecting the queen. And it's because they're finding out that their queen supposedly won against them and has been guiding them wrongly. And has been poisoning them instead of, they've been poisoning. She's been poisoning these bees, so to speak. The analogy, like she's been poisoning her bees and not protecting them. And they found out. So now they're deciding to, stop being brainwashed by her. And they're going to now attack her and take her out and take her light. Just because they realized that, that light was never hers. It was yours always. So they're going to come attack her, possibly bring you back your light. Bring you the truth, bring the light to the justice system is what they're going to do, and bring the truth, and that's what's happening here. And they realize too, like her little cronies that she has, like the little bees or whatever, they realize that she's been guiding them with like all these lies, these betrayals, and everything else. I forget what I was just about to say. Damn it. And they realized that like she's been using them the same way she was using you, and that she's been looking at all of them as little pawns that she's going to like pick off. You know what I mean? It was all for her selfish, evil ways. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Wands. You're getting. Look, we have AA. Somebody's overindulging in drugs and alcohol. It could definitely be her and other people involved. Maybe they're trying to change their life around. AA. You might have made this evil witch turn, like starting to change their life around. But you, my darling, she's heavily burdened about you having these passionate new beginnings, and how everybody she's trying to get the smile on your face, stab you in the back. They're like, no, they're putting their sword up against her. Like, no, you're crazy, you're evil, you're a sick, twisted individual. They want nothing to do with her. They know about how she tried to sacrifice you and everything else. It's not happening. And you have some sort of hidden new beginnings, and there's some sort of hidden truth as well. And this whole reading is going to be centered by the truth, the 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth and clarity. And they all have the 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth and clarity about her, and she's heavily burdened about this because her mask is ripped all the way off. And she has no choice to be sitting in the light because the spotlight's right on her. And she doesn't know how to act. She doesn't know how to feel. She doesn't know, you know what I mean? But, she wanted to be famous and all, right? She wanted to sacrifice you, right? She wanted all this greatness, right? But how does it feel when you're in the light? When you're dark? Dark people don't like the light. And now the spotlight's right on her. She brought it on herself by messing with you. And thinking that God's a joke or something. Thinking that she can get over on God. God's showing her real quick. And for her trying to play God. Because this woman, she's also going to prison too. Because she has everything to do with people passing away as well. It looked like see my throat chakra? She made it look like she was trying to do this to you. She tried to poison you. She tried to, she drugged you and poisoned you as well. And other people, some of her cronies, that passed away, from like overdoses, or they took their own life. No, she had everything to do with it. It was her cronies that she was picking off one by one. You see what I'm saying? Like, that was her little master plan. And she was also setting people up. Everybody knows the truth now about this. And they realize that they were all just a target for her evilness, her evil ways. And the 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth that's come out about this. Now people are starting to change. They're starting to turn on her, and they're on your, see my throat? They're starting to turn on her and bring the truth because they know the 1,000,000% truth now. It's all being exposed. What was done in the dark has come to light. While you're over here living in greatness, happiness, joy, love, abundance, prosperity, vitality, and everything, she's over here in the darkness. But with the spotlight on her, scared to death, trying to hide. You can't hide. You can't hide from God. You can't hide from the truth. The truth's already out. She's a black widow. The 2 of Swords in the reverse. She ain't blocking nothing. She tried to sacrifice you. She tried to block you. No, she ain't blocking nothing. The choice has been made. She was trying to block your abundance, your prosperity. No, the choice has been made. She's trying to block your new beginnings. It's not happening. She's trying to block your major blessing you're getting. You know, you're getting this generous blessing from God where you're going to be able to get the pockets of other people. She was trying to block that. She ain't blocking nothing. All she did was block her own path. She dimmed her own light, what little of it she had. And now she has a spotlight on her, not the light that she wanted. How does it feel, bitch? Her plans to unalive you, to sacrifice you. See how the 2 wands landed over top of the 2 swords in the reverse? Landed right here like this, right? Her plans. You're planning your whole new world, okay? God heard your prayers, are being answered. All right, you're about to take the weight of the world off your shoulders, and you're going to have it into the palm of your hand. You're planning your whole new world. All right, she was trying to block. She was trying to block your plans, whatever you got going on. Her plans to sacrifice you, to block you, to stop you, and this abundance and everything else. And her plans to try to block the truth and block your blessing. She's trying to block your third eye as well, and she's attacking all your chakras, but it's not working anymore. It's all come, the choice has been made. She didn't block nothing. All she did now, she exposed herself. She didn't block nothing. All of her plans to blocking everything. Her plans of stealing your abundance, stealing your inheritance, her plans of smiling in your face, stabbing you back, it's all returned to sender. Now she has to sit in what you felt, you know what I mean? Except for now, at least like everything that was said about you, all the lies, the slander, the whole smear campaign that was said about you and spread about you, at least they were lies. Now she's sitting in the truth. The truth about her is being out. So at least, you know what I'm saying? At least like everyone's now starting to see the truth too, that, it was all lies, and they see you made it through all this, and they're wondering how'd you do it. They're looking at you like such an inspiration, because you are. And they're looking at her as the devil in the flesh, because that's exactly what the fuck she is. At least it was just lies spread about you. It's the truth being finally shown about her. And she don't like it, not one bit. But it was alright for her. She thought it was okay, right, to go and slander your name and make lies about you. But how's it feel to sit in your truth? It's her biggest nightmare. And she's secretly praying to God. All of her black magic, everything is gone. It's all going right back to her. She's talking major crap about you still. 6 of Swords on the fence. She has no forward movement. You do. It was like this. It was on the fence. It's kind of more so a little bit in the reverse, but I want to focus on you because it's telling me that you moved forward or you're moving out of rough water. She's not. She's going from like what she thought was smooth sailing straight into like current. You know what I mean? Like she's going right into rough waters. I mean, like she's going right into the top. You know what I mean? She's going into a whirlpool and sucking her down. Is what's happening here. And it's because you have your sword up against her, and because all the darkness that was done in the dark has come to light. And she's heavily burdened about this. She doesn't know how, what to do. There's nothing to do but to be honest for once. Fess up. Everybody knows the truth. The truth is already out. You're only blocking yourself. You're only delaying yourself because everybody knows the truth. The 1,000,000% truth of clarity has come out. And, like, if she thinks that she's going to get away with any of this, like, just because, now she's starting to secretly pray to God. No, but you still got to stop from your darkness. You need to make it right still. And you know what I mean? You got to balance the scales. Like, what? She's planning on trying to move away. It's not going to happen. She's trying to, jump ship. She's trying to run. Hierophant, she might be trying to get on a boat or a ship or something. Yeah, you're a spiritual leader, okay? Extremely gifted. She's trying to run from this group called Coven Secret Society that she was a part of. She's trying to run away, or her and the group cult or something like that. Maybe like now they know the truth about her and like what's happening. They're pissed because now the light shined on them as well, and they found out the truth. You know what I mean? So now she got these people under so much trouble, not only spiritually but physically too. They're like legally in trouble, and spiritually they're losing their gifts, or you know what I mean? Some of these people that are and like the light's been shined on them. The spotlight shine on them, and it's not the spotlight they wanted. It's the feds, looking for them, and locking them up. I just had, I just had in Donnie Brasco. Is it Donnie Brasco? Yeah, Donnie Brasco, right? Is the one with the snitch. They're really high up. I just had the vision, at the end of the movie when they were out by like that water, the boat, and then they maybe she's the undercover or someone's. There's an undercover. Alright, so Donnie Brasco was that was such a good movie. It was like he was really high up, even in that mob. They were in like some sort of mob or something like that. He was really high up. He was an undercover cop. And at the end of the movie, I got the vision of him like right at the end when they were busting him, and they said, "Yo, Donnie, good job, Donnie." And he was super mad. Oh, maybe someone's name is Donnie. Maybe the undercover's name is Donnie. But they were like, "Good job, Donnie." And he was like, "Yo," he was all mad. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Because like he was on deep undercover for years. It was like a 10, 20-year investigation that was going on. Something like that, and like everybody seen it was him, and even still the people were like, no way, there's no way that Donnie would be. And Donnie he was an undercover cop, and he had to go change his identity and everything. And the person who brought Donnie in ended up getting unalive because he's the one that brought him into this mob. So maybe that's happening too. But I had that vision, so someone's like the spotlight's on them. And this group called Coven now they're taking this whole group called Coven down. And it was all because somebody got arrested when they weren't supposed to. Like the authorities, like when you're under federal investigation, they ask the authorities to leave you alone because it'll mess with their investigation. That's what happened. Somebody in the mob, they got arrested, right, on like street charges, whatever. But they had this huge 20-year investigation. This is why none of these people have been getting picked up. You know what I mean? It's because of this, because it's a huge investigation. They didn't want to blow the investigation. Well, whoever it was that got arrested, and watch that movie. If you didn't see it, you're gonna get a lot of downloads in that movie. I haven't seen that movie in years, but they got arrested. So like, oh man, they had to blow their cover, and they were getting ready to do. I forget what they were going to do, and they were out by a pier, like and that's when they all of a sudden you seen the lights go on, and like they had the helicopter. That makes sense with earlier this morning when I did the first video with I kept hearing the helicopters that are outside, and they had they shined the spotlight on them, and then the other cops. Donnie was an undercover cop, deep undercover cop, but he was very high up. He was like the second in command or something like that. So maybe the second in command of this group called Coven Secret Society, whatever, is an undercover, deep undercover. And they never expected Donnie to do it because like they had, Donnie did a lot of illegal shit. Like he had to, because he was, you know what I mean? It was for the bigger, confirmation. It was for the bigger cause. It was to take these people down. But like he had to saw the person. Maybe somebody saw. I'm like getting the vision of when he was sawing the body parts off the person and like throwing up and gagging when he first came in. So there's somebody deep undercover in this group called Coven Secret Society that's taking this whole thing down. His name might be Donnie, Donald. Donnie or Brasco. Maybe that's someone's last name. I don't fucking know. Or it's just a link, that movie. You know what I mean? It's a link to this. Go watch that movie. If you've never seen it, it's an amazing movie. It's a very good movie. Very good movie. And the guy who brought Donnie in, I'm starting to see it at the end, after they got arrested or whatever, and the guy who brought him in, he knew he was going to, he knew because he used to drive people to, when they would get rid of him. And he knows the name of the game. He knows what it, you know what I mean? If you brought this person in, you're taken out because you took the mob, you know what I mean? So, he told his wife when he was leaving, he's like, yeah, if Donnie calls, like he still didn't like want to believe, but he knew it was him because like everybody's arrested, And he tells his wife, he's like, if Donnie calls, tell Donnie if it was anybody, I'm happy it was him. I don't know why that part's coming into my mind right now. Maybe they're Maybe she's happy, like, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Out of because he was telling his wife, like, yeah, if Donnie calls, tell him. But he didn't tell his wife what was happening. He knew he was going to his demise. He knew he was going, that car ride he was going for, he knew, because he knew, he knows what it's hitting for. He was the one that used to do the drives. He used to take the people to go get taken out, you know what I mean? So he knew what it was hitting for. So he just told his wife, he didn't want his wife to worry, so he just told his wife, he was like, yeah, let Donnie know, if Donnie calls. But of course Donnie wasn't going to call. He's an undercover cop. His whole cover has been blown. Donnie was like, yeah, if Donnie calls, let him know that, out of everybody, I'm happy it was him, because he had a lot of love for Donnie. So this is someone she has a lot of love for, that's taking her down. A lot of love. Maybe her own son. Because he looked at Donnie like a son. So it might even be her own child that's taking down this whole group, whole coven, secret society. That movie is very significant. Go watch it. Donnie Brasco. It's either Donnie Brasco or Donnie Darko. I think it's Donnie Brasco. Donnie Brasco is a tripping movie, the one with the bunny rabbit. Yeah, Donnie Brasco, and that movie is based on a true story too. It's based on true events. It was like what really happened back in the day. It's an amazing movie. And like even like after they arrested everybody and stuff, and Donnie was pissed. He was like, he's like, man, why'd you say something? Why? And like, because everybody looked at him like, what? When they were like, good job, they're all clapping. They're like, and because they're taking everybody down. And at first they had Donnie like handcuffed. They wanted them to think that Donnie wasn't a cop. So they arrested him, but then they shined the light on him and everything. They're like, yeah, good job, Donnie, good job, good job. And he's looking at him like, are you kidding me? Like, why, what? And then they're looking at him like, no way, there's no way that it's Donnie, no way. Someone's name is Donnie here. Somebody's name is definitely Donnie, that's involved in this situation. Maybe he's the snitch, not the snitch, the undercover. I think when you find out who this is, you're going to be shocked too. Go watch that movie. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of downloads in that movie. That movie is very significant to this reading here. And especially how this whole group called in the secret society, it's got something like it's something very similar to that. So go watch that movie. All your hard work's paying off, okay? You're moving away. They're moving away from these people. You might be getting a new identity, or this person that's taking them down obviously definitely is. That was a crazy movie. Somebody could be Italian because they're Italians, you know what I mean? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Four of Pentacles has been released. What they stole from you. It's in the reverse. The 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth about what they stole, this inheritance that they tried to steal from you and they're holding from you, and why they were smiling in your face, stabbing you in the back. They're heavily burdened. They're heavily burdened because you're moving away. You're getting what was stolen from you. It's being released. This Knight, you see this Knight of Swords came fucking flying out. More so in the reverse. It's on the fence. It's more so in the reverse. She's not protected. And whatever protection she thought she had, no. And maybe and she's finding out this is like somebody very close. And plus she's telling on these people too. She's setting everybody up as well. But she doesn't realize somebody that's extremely close to her is either an undercover cop or is, telling on everybody. Who she thought was protecting her is not protecting her. They're going right to the authorities with or they are the authorities. And there's somebody extremely close to her. It's either her own son or it's like somebody that she looked at like a son. Or she had like a lot of love for. That she thought was protecting her this whole time. And no, it was actually against her. Just like in Donnie Brasco. But I don't know why I'm picking up on a son. So it's either the son or I feel like her son's telling on her as well about the truth. Because the son has a lot of love for you. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they're working. They're not working. They were working with her, right? They were working with her. Now she's called up. She's working with the cops too. Also, but there's also somebody that was working with her that she thought was protecting her. They're not. They're not protecting her. They're protecting you. And they came in with the 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth. She's caught. or whoever it was that was protecting, maybe it's her son that was like, that was on her side at one point. Now her son got caught. Her son's telling on her. That came out in the reading the other day. Now also somebody very high up that she had a lot of love for, that was she thought was protecting her, is not. He's protecting you. He went right to he's an undercover cop. Confirmation. So her son's telling on her, because her son got caught up. Her son's a drug addict. Her son got caught up for this came out in the reading the other day, or like last week. Her son got does heroin or something, and he got caught up. She doesn't she's been beefing with her son because she doesn't do heroin, but she does other drugs. She might as well. She's done heroin though, whether she realizes it or not. It was been in her drugs too. She does other heavy drugs, right? Her son does heroin or something. She's highly against it, even though she does, whatever. But anyway, they've been beefing. All right, well, her son's an addict. He got locked up, and her son has a lot of love for you. All right, her son does have I don't know. You could have been you could have looked at him like a brother at one point or something, or you do, or maybe this is your brother or something, or a stepbrother, or someone you considered to be a family, or he just has a lot of love for you. He remembers all the good times you had with him. You know what I mean? He never had bad blood with you, but he was in a bad predicament. It was his mom. You see what I'm saying? So he's like, what do I do? Well, now years went on. He ended up becoming an addict, right? And she did not like that. They were beefing. He got locked up. He didn't want to sit in prison for whatever his charges were, and plus he was detoxing. So he told on his mom because he was already beefing with his mom. His mom did some shady stuff to him, and he knows the truth. She also could have took her own father out. Somebody instead to get the inheritance of the father as her father as well. He told about everything. Not only that, whoever in this group, cult, coven, sacred society, this club, whatever this is, she doesn't realize he's very high up. It's either the highest person or the second to highest person, somebody extremely high up that she thought she was really close with. She thought he was protecting her, but he's not protecting her. He was, the whole time, he's an undercover cop, and he's coming in with, he's not protecting her. He's been protecting you this whole time. And he's one of the people she tried to get to unalive you too. And that's why it's another reason why you didn't pass away, because her hitman was actually an undercover cop, and he's been protecting you this whole time. And obviously, let's not forget, because God would never allow that to happen. That's why all the times you've been poisoned, she poisoned you many times. She drugged you many times, poisoned you many times. Okay? But it was unable to happen because God, God was protecting you. God, you know what I mean? But all the attempts that, he was supposed to attempt, he did poison you in the past before, but, I feel it was only, to make it look good, but, he didn't give you enough to be able to take you out because, and, you already had a tolerance from what she was doing to you. But I feel he had to at one point, but he didn't give you enough, or he switched it out or something. But she thought she's seen him do something to you, but he did a swap out or something. He didn't actually do it, but she thought you that. This is what I'm saying. She's never, and she thinks he's involved in a lot of dark stuff, but he's not. It was all set up. I'm strongly getting this is their hitman. But he, instead of unaliving the people, what he did was he was taking these people, putting them in protective custody, shipping them off, giving them new names and everything else, but staging their unalivement. He was staging there and maybe taking pictures if they wanted pictures of it done. It was all faked. This guy's an undercover cop. The lovers, it could be her husband, her boyfriend, or it could be your ex, or it could be a couple. They're very nervous about this. They're nervous about all your opportunities, about all your knowledge and everything, all your gifts you got coming on, and about all the illusions they cast in this group, cult, coven, sacred society, and how protected you truly are, and how he's protecting you. Someone's name could be Mike, Michael, Mikey. Someone's name could be Pat, Patrick, Patty. They're running out of time from what they stole from you, this inheritance, and you're about to come into union because you walked away from these people, and they're walking away from her because they knew the truth. I just heard down to the wire. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. Maybe down to the wire, I just said. I guess right at the end. The spotlight's on them. Damn, this is crazy. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. They're in deep emotional pain. 3 of Swords. Because you moved away, they're unable to finish the job. They're in deep emotional pain. Secretly they're living in darkness, pretending that they're not. They're pretending they're happy when they're not. They're heavily burdened. They're in deep emotional pain, heavily burdened. about all this magic, to this manipulation, everything they did coming to light. And then 1,000,000% is sort of truth about all this manipulation, about what they did to steal his inheritance, what their plans were to unalive you. It's all come out. Could be your ex that grouped up with your karmic ass family. And you coming into union too. You're manifesting. You're coming into union. You're having this happy family, happy home, everything, because it's a completion. It's the end of a cycle. You're single, self-sufficient, independent, and it's But these people, your ex, for somebody, your ex is the undercover cop. That's not for everybody, but that is for a particular person. Okay, that is for somebody. But you're coming into union, you're having this happy family, right? Your ex and your karmic, now for the ones that the ex is not your, you know what I mean? For whoever this is, the ex is not the undercover cop. Your ex that was working with your karmic family, this whole group, whole covenant, secret society, it's a completion, it's the end of a cycle. It's over. It's a wrap. And it's return to sender, everything they did to you. You're manifesting your new beginnings. You're manifesting the truth and clarity coming out about all of this. You're manifesting your happiness, your joy. They're trying to manifest darkness for you, but that's not happening. Whatever they try to manifest for you is what they're manifesting in their life, because you're way too protected and you're in your purpose. You're doing what God, you're doing what God, and somebody left like some sort of like handprint or like blood print, fingerprint, something like that, some sort of evidence. They're trying to frame you. I'm seeing someone like handing you a GUN, and like maybe they're showing you it, okay, and like they're trying to get your prints on it or something. They were trying to I remember my ex, right, my false flame. This one time, now he was in the military, mind you, okay, he was in the army, all right, and he is legally allowed to have GUNs, you know what I mean, and he had them, so I didn't think anything of it. This idiot, he was like, and I don't like guns, I don't play with guns, I don't like them at all, by no means. Like, my best friend, Mr. Man, took me to, God rest his soul, he was in the army as well, he took me to ready aim fire, and he gave me a 50 caliber Desert Eagle. He gave me a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, okay? If you don't know what that is, motherfucker, no. Okay, I was like 19 years old or 21 or something like that. I was young. He just came home from Iraq. He was frontline infantry for the military. When he went first, right, he's used to shooting all, like, that's what, he's frontline infantry. He's the first in the front line, you know what I mean? So when he shot it, like, he did it, like, his hand didn't even move, like, it went like this, like, I didn't see no flame coming out, nothing, right? I go over, my turn, we're at the gun range. He hands me this 50 caliber Desert Eagle. If y'all don't know, fuck out of here. First of all, my dumb ass, I was like 19, 21 years old, something like that. Right here, it was right in Bristol, and he hands it to me. First of all, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That shit was heavy as fuck, right? It's the most powerful kickback that has. Well, he tells me, he goes, all right, Mitt, because my nickname is Mitt. He's like, Mitt, be careful. He's like, be careful. He's like, it's the most powerful kickback that I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, but I acted like I did. Bad idea. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, and first I'm holding it like this. Like, first he hands it to me. My hand was like, whoa, because it's super heavy. And then I'm like holding it like this, trying to, because it was like heavy as fuck. And he's like, no, idiot, use two hands. And I'm like, oh, okay. Me and him, we joke around, like, we both, and we'd feed off each other. Dude, that was my best friend in the whole world. I love that man. God rest his beautiful soul. But he's like, no, idiot, like this. And it's like, you're going to break your wrist. So I went like this, and he shows me how to do it. When he did it, I usually have my hair down and scrunched. Like, I usually have my hair scrunched. And I go to, like, he's like, all right, go ahead. Now be careful about the kickback. I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. No, I should have asked him what the fuck he meant by that. Because when I shot it, my hands went flying. Like, when I tell you, my hands went flying over my head. And, like... I had no idea where the bullet went. When he shot it, I did not see the flame come out. No, the flame really comes out, that bitch, okay? The shell casing went flying, like it whizzed past my hair, my ear, and I thought it was, I didn't know it was a shell casing because I did not see that when that happened to him. I did not see the flame come out when he did it, but when I did it, it was like loud as fuck. The flame comes out. I had no idea where the bullet went, okay? It went into the target, but I didn't see that because I was so scared. Yeah, bitch mode, okay? Right? I was like, fuck no. And my hands went flying up. And like the shell casing like whizzed past my ear. I thought it was the bullet ricocheting, right? And I bugged, right? I was like, Mr. Man, grab the gun. Everybody in ready aim fire hit the ground. most embarrassing time of my life, but the most hilarious at the same time, right? And I'm like, grab it. Mr. Man's like only 5 foot even. We used to joke about that, so it's okay. But I was like, Mr. Man, grab it, grab it. And he was all like jumping for it. And I'm joking. He wasn't jumping for it. I'm just adding that. He didn't really jump for it. I was like, I'm 5'6", and I'm 5'5". He's like 5'1". But like he's like, give me the gun, give me the gun. So I gave it to him, right? And everyone's like, put it down. They're on, like, I kid you not, it's exactly what happened. Like the jumping part, that was a joke, okay? But everything else was dead serious. My arms went flying back. My arms went flying back. I was like, take it. And I'm like swinging it, like holding it up. I was like, take it, Mr. Man, take it. But he seriously really couldn't reach it though. Like dead serious. He wasn't jumping. I add that part just so it's like, you know, a little laughy ha because that's just what me and Mr. Man do. But you know, finally I'm like, here. He's like, give it to me. Everyone's like, put it down, put it down. I was like, dude, it was so extra. It was so extra. He never let me live that down. Oh my God. He went back to Iraq, right? And he's oh, it was so horrible. I was so scared. He was like, you want to go shoot the AK-47? I was like, fuck you. He's like, no, Missy, I'm serious. Like, it's not as bad. I'm like, nope, I'll never touch another gun after that. Never again. And then God, we were in, you know, ready aim fire. It's a gun range when that happened. So he was like, no, I'm telling you, Misty. Or it was, yeah, AK-47 he had, or SKS, something like that. But his was military issued, you know what I mean? Like, he was in the military. But what do you call it? Bad idea, dude. And yeah, no, I don't play with guns after that. I'm so grateful for that because I did not fuck around with them things. But then he passed away, unfortunately. And now, dude, he's my heart and soul. I love that man. Justin, man, God rest his beautiful soul. But he went back to Iraq, and he's called me from a 3-digit number all the time and a 13-digit number. And I used to joke around with, like, you know, me and him were just like two like little comedians together. Like we feed off each other. And he is so funny. But him and his buddy Connor, if you were out there, buddy, God bless your beautiful soul. I hope all is well with you. That was like one of his I talked to a bunch of his people in his platoon. But I've been trying to find them too to make sure they're okay. But you know, I used to talk to them all the time on the phone. But they're like, yeah, Missy, I heard. And I always wanted to go into the army. That was like one of my dreams, is to be in the army. And they're like, yeah, Mr. Man told us about about your ready fire. It's a good thing you're not over here helping us because you be shooting. I was like, you motherfuckers. But it was good times. And then he passed away in that movie. Kevin Hart, my favorite comedian. So him and Dane Cook are my two favorite comedians. Right? And I swear this is like that movie was like it was like Mr. Man from the other side, like bidding off me, because, like, you know, that's just how we are. But and like when Kevin Hart was in the gun range and he shot the shotgun and went flying back, dude, I literally almost pissed myself and I started crying. Like I was like literally crying, laughing, and I was like missed. And then once I seen that movie, it was right after he passed away, and I started I literally fell to the ground. I literally almost peed my pants. I literally, to be honest, I think a little pee came out. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care. Yeah, or Kelly'd myself a little bit on that one, but I was like, you know, and I was cracking up laughing. I was like, Mr. Man, you kidding me? You passed away and you're still bidding off me because of this? Oh, good times. But yeah, and it's just funny because it's one of my favorite comedians. You know what I mean? Kevin Hart, and him and Dane Cook are my two favorite. But it was just hilarious. But yeah, maybe someone's been caught up with a GUN. Blast from the past, those good times. Fucking dumb. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, they're losing this in reverse. This is a major loss. See, because they thought they fucked up. They thought